Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be back. Hope you're all having a great day. It's beautiful here in Arizona, a little bit cloudy off and on, but we're having a mild May so far, so it's a blessing. Hey, I want to throw out a birthday wish or two real quick. My brother Gene and my son Cody, who's my oldest boy, were born on May 12th, which will be Mother's Day this weekend. And I just want to shout out to them and tell them happy birthday. It's funny because this same brother and my younger son and his oldest daughter have their birthday on the same day too. So it's kind of funny how that all worked out. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing great. So glad to be back. Hope your week has gone well. Don't forget, for me, just a couple of housekeeping things. If you can subscribe, that would be great. I think down in the corner of my video, there's a little subscribe button. You can hit that. If you feel like donating, you can. 50 cents helps, whatever. It just helps me with my little tiny cost that I have when I'm producing. So I wanted to talk about the red dress movement. I did hang a red dress out. I hope you did as well last week. I put mine on my door over here and put it on like a reef holder. So it worked out well. And just to reflect on that, of course, May 5th is Cinco de Mayo, which is a great holiday here for everybody. Some call it Cinco de Drinko, but we know it's to celebrate. And also, this is also the day that we celebrate and honor the indigenous women and children who have been murdered or been victims of violent unsolved crimes. And the reason that this is so important is in many places, in many nations on the United States continent, these women and children, their risk for this is much higher than it is even in our areas. 10 times, they have 10 times the violent crime against women and children in some of these native areas that we do. And the problem we have is that when a crime is committed on tribal lands, the tribal police can deal with some of them, but if they're a violent crime, the violent crimes and missing persons and things like that have to be handled by the FBI. And so you get kind of a gray area where you maybe don't have as much as you need in resources either way to deal with what's going on. So a lot of these crimes go on dealt with forever in some cases, and we don't want to forget these women and children. Again, this is my spirit keeper. I did her in honor of these people. I used eagle feathers because they're high flying bird and beautiful and revered by the nations. And these women and children, their lives are revered too, and we don't want to forget. We don't want to forget anybody who's a victim and taken from us before our time, but especially in these areas, there are major problems there. So we want to try and get the word out and keep that going. Mother's Day's coming, May 12th. If you've got your mom out there, don't forget her. And moms, don't be hard on yourselves. I don't know about you, but I look back at being a mom and go, man, I stuck at that. I just stunk. But I did. My kids tell me I did okay, And if I didn't, there are other reasons involved there, right? But for the most part, they're breathing air, they're healthy pretty much, and I'm happy for that. So don't be too hard on yourself. Enjoy your day and celebrate, okay? And I just want to shout out to all my important women. My sweetheart has 3 beautiful daughters. I have a beautiful niece or two, a couple of them. And all my women in my family, my mother, Betty, my other mother, Pilar, who is my sweetheart's mom, and all my sister-in-laws and sisters. I just love you all to death. You all bring something into my life and touch my life, and I appreciate that so much. My aunts, all of you. And so happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, okay? I wanted to show you a little bit. Here's a family group sheet that I have here, and you'll see that it's got my great-great-grandmother at the top. Her name was Nancy Jane Hodges. And then it's got down here her daughter, Aggie, who is my great-grandmother, right? And Peter, I found a picture of Peter Hodges and his family. So he is another son of my aunt. So he would have been, of my great-great-grandmother. So he would have been my great-grandmother's brother. And this is their family. And I think you can see there's a whole bunch of people there. Of course, my great-great-grandmother, because of the times, was married a couple of times, as were people back then. So often, the families had deaths, or we had wartime going on when my great-great-grandmother was living, and I lost Peter's dad to Civil War injuries over time. And so just beautiful things that you're going to find when you're out and about doing your genealogy, okay? If you're just tuning in, I hope that you'll leave a comment. If you have something to say, that's great. It helps me. I also wanted to talk just a little bit more. Not only did I have this going, but I thought I'd show you some of the other things I do. I told you that when I learned about my Native American history, that I have been trying to learn more and more about things. And I come from ancestors who are terrific, beautiful beaders. And one thing I do is I make earrings, and I hope you can see them. I make them in different sizes and different kinds of lengths. And I just started doing this a year or so ago, looking online, finding out what indigenous women do and make. And so this is some of the work I've been doing here. I don't know if you can see these all real well or not, but I just love them, and they're beautiful and different designs. And this is my arrow. I love this beautiful blue one, yellow. And then these I'm real proud of too, because I literally make these from the frame up. So I take the metal and I do what I need to it, and then I add the beads and figure out a design that'll work in there and use beautiful colors, the sunburst for the Native American. And so that's just some of the things I continue to do. And I really encourage you, don't stop producing and making in life the things you want. Enjoy it. Be successful within yourself. Somebody was saying that somebody told them, what are you going to regret the most when you're 80? What is that one thing? Well, for me, it's my artwork, singing, things like that. I have this beautiful necklace on today too, by the way. This was my grandmother Dorothy's necklace that my grandfather bought her in Dallas, Texas, I believe in 1924 on one of their wedding anniversaries. It's Belgian crystal. I was thinking about her a lot today, and so I put it on because she gave it to me when I had I believe my 35th birthday. So just a shout out to my grandma. And anyway, so what I don't want to regret is that I stopped singing, that I stopped painting, that I stopped learning, that I stopped. I don't want to stop. I want to be old and be doing, and I hope you do too. Okay, so that leads me to the next part. I was practicing a couple of songs for you and just going over them, and my one son heard me sing this one, so I'm going to sing it for you. I have the privilege and the honor of singing this for someone who is going to be laid to rest that passed, and it's just an honor when you're asked to do that. But I hope I do the song justice. It's a beautiful song. So hold on, I'll be right back with you, okay? I'm coming. I hope you enjoy it. I know your life on earth was troubled, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to the rain. Go rest high on that mountain, 'cause your work on earth is done. Go to heaven, a shelter, love for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried the day you left us. We gathered round your grave to grieve. Wish I could see the angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. So rest down that mountain, 'cause your work on earth is done. Go to heaven, a shelter, love for the Father and the Son. Go rest on that mountain, 'cause your work on earth is done. Go to heaven, a shelter, love for the Father and the Son. Go to heaven, a shelter, love for the Father and the Son. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me do that for you today. It's great for me. It makes me feel good, and I feel like I'm spreading a little word as I go, right? So I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Whatever you love doing, don't stop doing. Keep doing it. Be good to people. Remember, happy's a choice. We all have the same pants on to get happy in as we do to be upset in. So you guys enjoy your day. Enjoy what you're doing. Your blood calls you. You go find it. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me, and hope you enjoy what I'm doing. I want to keep doing it. So as long as I see that things are looking good, I'll keep going. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the donate if you can. 50 cents works for me. That's good. You guys, I enjoy it. If I was out on a street corner with my guitar, that's probably what I get, right? So don't forget, I'm Native by Heart Art by Shawn Shelton. You can find me online as well. You guys have a fantastic day, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and take care. God bless.